Hey, what's going on guys, my name is Gamertag and I'm back for your daily Fortnite video. Now in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys 6 ways to improve your aim in Fortnite Battle Royale. So if you guys are going to enjoy the video and or find it helpful, I would appreciate a like down below. Also, if you're new around here and you'd like to be notified whenever I come out with more daily Fortnite content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe as well as turning on those post notifications. With that out of the way, let's hop right into today's video. So again, as I mentioned, today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys 6 ways that you can in fact improve your aim in Fortnite Battle Royale. This video is current as it is Season 8, and I'm sure a lot of people, whether you're extremely advanced at the game or just a beginner, or maybe somewhere in between, would like to increase your aim or improve your aim rather. So in today's video, again, I wanted to focus on 6 ways that will allow you guys to do that. Now each method, if that's what you like to call it, will vary in effectiveness. Some of these will be very effective, while others might be moderately effective. Nonetheless, if you incorporate all of the tips that I share in this video, you will definitely see a strong improvement in your aim, or accuracy rather. Now there's a couple main factors into becoming a really good Fortnite player and winning just about majority of your games, and any pro player or general advanced player for Fortnite would agree with me. There's going to be about 3 main things. That's going to be accuracy or aiming skill, that's going to be your IQ, which is basically decision making, and building. And I'd say all of them have about the same level of importance. They all need to be incorporated in your game style in order to be a great player. A majority of players on Fortnite have a decent IQ they can make, and then most people already have a general understanding of how to build. IQ is something that comes naturally, and building is something that you can simply learn. You can go on Playground and easily become a great builder within like 30 minutes. Whereas having good aim and high accuracy is a completely different skill set. It's something that is a bit more complex than IQ or building per se. So needless to say, high accuracy and improving your aim is just about a necessity when it comes to staying up to date with the skill level of majority of the Fortnite players. Now let's hop into these 6 methods. Now these are in completely no specific order. It's not like I have the worst first or the best first. It's kind of just spread out or scattered out rather. All of these again are going to be effective. Now the first thing that we're going to talk about is optimizing your sensitivity. Sensitivity is going to be a huge factor in your accuracy and how well you are at aiming. Now, a lot of players would like to used to play on a high sensitivity before there was building sensitivity added. Again, this was mainly so they could build faster, and they kind of got used to the high sensitivity and still to this day remain on that high sensitivity. And when I refer to sensitivity in this video, I specifically mean your X and Y sensitivity. This is essentially free aiming, so when you're not aiming down sights. So when you look around, this is what X and Y sensitivity refers to. Obviously, the X and Y sensitivity can range from 0 all the way up to 10. A lot of players like to keep it really high and try to play on a 9 or 10 sensitivity to make it look like they have some like godlike sort of form when it comes to looking around. However, it's not helping your sensitivity whatsoever, and this is more or less for like up close battles, opposed to obviously medium and long range where you have to aim down your sights. And majority of the fights that you're going to get into are going to be close range battles, so this is going to be a huge factor. Now if you find that you're missing a lot of your shots and you have low accuracy, the simple way to fix it is simply lower your sensitivity. Now if you feel like it's a little too slow for you and you can't quite keep up with players when they're running around, then up your sensitivity. Now bringing a little bit of a statistical data for you guys, majority of the best players, this includes pro players such as Innocence, Ghost Aiden, Nick Mercs, Gronky, etc., use an X and Y sensitivity of about 6 through 8. So this is going to be the optimal sensitivity for most pro players. Again, anywhere between 6 and 8. I personally use a 0.72 X and Y sensitivity, and I found that to be the best for me. So I fall right about in the middle. So if you guys have a sensitivity for X and Y that is way lower than 6 or way higher than 8, I'd recommend of course lowering or upping it, of course depending upon where it is as of right now, and seeing how that goes for you. Now the second method is also going to pertain to sensitivity, but this is going to be your targeting sensitivity. So when you press pause and go into your control settings, you're going to see X and Y sensitivity, building sensitivity, scope sensitivity, and then the second one I believe is going to be your ADS or targeting sensitivity. Now this is essentially when you're aimed down with like an AR for example, something that doesn't have a scope attached to it. Now the average targeted sensitivity for pro players on controller is between 2.4 and about 3.0. I used to use about a 3.3 and it worked relatively well for me. Again, this is not too high above the average or the optimal targeting sensitivity for pro control players. However, I decided to knock it down just a little bit. It went from 3.3 to now 3.0, and I found this to be probably the best change I've made in my settings thus far. It's completely up to my accuracy, and my aim has improved a tremendous amount simply by making this slight change. So just as I mentioned with the X and Y sensitivity, If your guy's targeting sensitivity is way below 2.4 or 2.5 and is way above 3, I'd recommend optimizing it simply by lowering it or raising it. Obviously it will be a little unnatural at first, but as time goes on, you're going to see a huge improvement in your general targeting sensitivity. And this is going to pertain more or less to the medium to long range gunfights, so mainly things like ARs or SMGs will be the only things affected by this setting change. Now the third method I have for you guys is the Fortnite creative mode aim training, and this is basically custom maps that other players in the community have made and publicized for us, or published rather. And essentially what it is, it's basically a map that is created simply for you guys to practice your aim and accuracy. So the one I recommend is the one on the screen right here. Basically to get into this map, you want to log on to creative through Fortnite Battle Royale, then go up to one of the rifts and hold X or square, and it will allow you to enter a code at the top. You then want to enter the code that you guys can see on the screen right here. Again, I'm showing you guys some screenshots of basically what this looks like. Now we all know the very popular metaphor that is practice makes perfect, and this essentially is practice. Basically when you log onto here, there's going to be mannequins, or I guess like test dummies or whatever you like to call them, that are scattered around the map and actually organized by the creator of this map, and it's going to allow you guys to basically practice non-stop for as long as you like, practicing your general aim, your headshot aim, and also there's a part of the map where you're sliding down an ice block and these dummies are placed against the wall and you're able to take shots at them. And this is for tracking aim. Basically what that means is, like, if someone's running while you're trying to take shots at them, or vice versa, if you're running while you're trying to take shots at them, this is what's going to help you improve on. So definitely try this out for yourself. Obviously it's not like an in-game simulation. They're not actual players that are taking shots back at you where you need to build. And obviously in game there's a lot more things going on. It's going to be a lot more intense and more pressure on you, but it's still nonetheless a great way to actually up your accuracy simply by going again in the creative mode aim training. Now the fourth method is kind of related to this, and this is the targeting ranges that are around the map. I'm sure you guys have seen them. I believe there's some in Wailing Woods, there's one near Dusty Divot. Basically there's like a pressure plate that you step on, and then there's going to be targets that will pop up randomly and you have to take shots at them. The cool thing about this is it actually tracks your score. And I believe the max you can get is only 9, but still nonetheless there's times where I can't even get 9, and then of course there's times where I can easily get 9. It adds a level of uncertainty to it because you're not sure which target is going to pull up. It's almost like the whack-a-mole arcade game where you're not sure where it's going to pop up at, but you do know that you have to obviously hit it as quick as you possibly can. And again, the really cool part about this is it actually tracks your score. There's close range ones like the one near Dusty Divot, there's the medium range ones like the one near Wailing Woods, and then there's one at the edge of the map near Lucky Landing, I believe, where it is very far range. So definitely go ahead and try these out. They're actually a lot of fun, and at the same time it's going to help improve your accuracy and aim. Now the fifth method is playing aggressively. Now you're probably wondering how this will affect your aim or improve it. Well, again, as I mentioned, practice makes perfect. So the best possible thing we can do is get in as much action as we can in 1v1s that we can get ourselves into. So by playing aggressively and pushing everyone that we see, well, it's going to allow you guys to get in more 1v1s. And once again, practice makes perfect. So every shot that you take at somebody is going to help your aim, quite honestly. So don't play very passive and maybe get in like 1v1 the entire game. It's not going to allow you guys to have a lot of practice. Whereas again, if you play aggressively and you're pushing everyone you see, or a majority of the people you see, it's going to allow you guys to get a lot of practice in, and you're definitely going to see after a few days that your aim or accuracy is increasing quite substantially. And then now the sixth and final method is going to be playing Team Rumble, believe it or not. This is the LTM that was added a while ago in Fortnite. Now the reason Team Rumble is very effective and very beneficial is because it's sort of like Team Deathmatch from your general game such as Call of Duty. Basically, I think there's 20 people on each team, and every time you get eliminated, you can actually respawn. So the games typically last around 12 to 15 minutes, and most of the people, to be completely honest, I'm sorry if you play Team Rumble, please don't take offense to this, are not that good at the game. They're usually very beginners or noobs that are, I guess, trying to get the hang of the game. My highest elimination game in Team Rumble so far has been 31, which obviously is really good. So I've gotten into 31 gunfights in one game. Now if that's not a lot of practice, then I really do not know what is. So unlike the creative mode aim training and targeted ranges, you're basically able to get free shots off at people that are not going to take shots back because again, they're very noob and beginner like. And it's also a lot of fun, to be quite honest. So Trust me, if you want to see an improvement in your aim, I'd recommend, again, using all 6 of these methods. I would not leave a single method out. Utilizing all of these will simply increase your accuracy more than anything possibly could. So that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys found it helpful or enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like down below, as that would mean a lot to me. And once again, if you're new around here and would like to see more daily Fortnite content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe. With that being said, my name is Gamertag. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.